Welcome to the ultimate countdown of 50 most handsome actors from 1960 to 1970 as they appear in 2026. We're revisiting the golden era's iconic heartthrobs to see their stunning, then and now, transformations. Witness how over half a century has refined these Hollywood legends in high definition. The screen ignited the moment Al Pacino appeared as Michael Corleone. His 1970s era was defined by an intense, simmering gaze that could command a room without a single word. From the gritty streets of Serpico to the tragic shadows of The Godfather. Pacino wasn't just acting, he was embodying the soul of a generation. By 2026, those piercing eyes remain, now framed by the wisdom of 1,000 stories. He proves that true cinematic power doesn't fade, it simply evolves into a legendary aura. Robert De Niro's transformation from the volatile Travis Bickle in the 70s to a global icon in 2026 is a masterclass in dedication. He was the face of method acting, bringing a raw, unfiltered masculinity to every frame. If you're amazed by his lifelong commitment to the craft, don't forget to hit the like button. His legacy is written in the grit of his early roles and the grace of his later years. De Niro remains the gold standard for what it means to be a true Hollywood titan. In 1977, Harrison Ford took us to a galaxy far, far away, becoming the ultimate symbol of the rugged, charming hero. As Han Solo, he brought a smirk and a swagger that defined the handsome rogue archetype for decades. Now in 2026, Ford hasn't slowed down, still taking on massive roles with that same signature grit. His journey shows us that adventure doesn't have an expiration date. He is the eternal pilot of our collective imagination, soaring through time with effortless cool. Dustin Hoffman redefined what it meant to be a leading man in the late 60s. He wasn't your typical tall, muscular hero. He was the intellectual, the underdog, and the relatable soul in The Graduate. His 1970s run was a streak of pure brilliance, proving that talent and authenticity outweigh traditional aesthetics. By 2026, Hoffman stands as a pillar of artistic integrity. His face reflects a career built on honesty, showing us that being true to oneself is the most enduring form of beauty. Sylvester Stallone's rise as Rocky Balboa in 1976 is the quintessential American dream. He brought a physical intensity and a never say die spirit that made him a global powerhouse. Are you a fan of the Italian Stallion's incredible journey? Show some love by liking this video. In 2026, he remains a symbol of relentless discipline. Stallone teaches us that through hard work, you can sculpt not just a body, but a legacy that inspires millions to keep punching, no matter the age. Long before he became a household name for his more chilling roles, Anthony Hopkins was a standout talent of the 1960s British stage and screen. His youthful presence was marked by a quiet, formidable intelligence and a classic, stoic handsomeness. Entering 2026, he has become a symbol of joyful aging, often sharing his love for music and art. He teaches us that while the body ages, the spirit can remain remarkably playful. His career is a beautiful symphony that only gets better with time. Michael Caine was the very definition of cool in 1960s London. With his sharp suits, iconic glasses, and effortless charisma in The Italian Job, he became a global style icon. If you think Sir Michael Caine is the epitome of class, give us a like. Decades later, in 2026, he still carries that same sophisticated wit. Caine's journey from a working-class hero to a knighted legend proves that style is temporary, but true class and a great accent are forever. No one captured the rebellious, wild spirit of the 1970s quite like Jack Nicholson. With his trademark grin and unpredictable energy in films like Easy Rider and Chinatown. He was the ultimate Hollywood maverick. He dared to be different, messy, and brilliantly charismatic. In 2026, Nicholson remains a mysterious and beloved figure. He reminds us that a bit of madness and a lot of confidence can make you unforgettable. He didn't just play the game, he changed the rules of stardom. While Morgan Freeman became a superstar later in life, his 1970s roots on the Electric Company showed the early sparks of his commanding presence. He has always possessed a voice and a face that demand respect. Love seeing Morgan Freeman's evolution? Be sure to like and subscribe for more. In 2026, he is the world's most trusted narrator and a cinematic father figure. His story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to reach your peak and that a calm, steady soul is truly timeless. Donald Sutherland was a towering figure of the 60s and 70s, known for his unique look and immense versatility in classics like MASH. He could be haunting, hilarious, or heroic, often all in the same film. Though he passed in 2024, his presence in 2026 is felt through his vast body of work. He was a man who embraced his distinctiveness rather than trying to fit a mold. Sutherland's legacy is a testament to the power of being an original, a star who shone brightly by simply being himself. The journey through over half a century with these legendary cinematic icons is more than just a visual comparison. It is an open book on the lessons of time and human value. Looking at these illustrious stars of the 1960s and 1970s in 2026, we learn that true beauty does not lie in the eternity of youth, but in the power of adaptation and the courage to live authentically. The wrinkles on the faces of Al Pacino or Robert De Niro are not mere signs of fading. They are the diary entries of decades of dedication, iconic roles, and the highs and lows of human existence. The first lesson they teach us is acceptance. Instead of desperately clinging to the past, they choose to age with pride. They show us that every stage of life has its own signature beauty. Youth is brilliance, while old age is depth and dignity. Looking at the endurance of Harrison Ford or Sylvester Stallone, we find a lesson in discipline and passion. Even in their 80s, they continue to work, appear on film sets, and maintain their inner fire. This reminds us that age is just a number, but your attitude defines how you grow old. When you have a purpose to pursue, time becomes a companion rather than an enemy. Furthermore, the stories of these legends are a lesson in legacy. The films they made in the late 60s, such as The Graduate or Bonnie and Clyde, remain as relevant today as ever. This confirms a fundamental truth. Physical appearance may change according to the laws of nature, but what we create with talent and heart will endure forever. As we conclude this video, the greatest takeaway is to cherish the present, live as brilliantly as they did in their 20s, and live as bravely as they do in their later years. Time may take away our youth, but it can never take away the character and the values we have painstakingly built.